Hey, have you ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels trying to learn French? Well, today, we're going to look at a channel called French with KP that promises a totally different way to get fluent. So let's check it out.
Okay, let's be real for a second. You've put in the hours, right? You've learned the vocab, but then you actually listen to a native speaker and whoosh, it all just sounds like a blur. Does that sound familiar? I thought so.
And don't even get me started on the learning process itself. I mean, if the thought of one more chapter on verb conjugations from some dusty old textbook makes you want to just give up, you are definitely not alone. It's a huge roadblock for so many of us. So these two things, understanding how people actually talk and trying to stay motivated with dry material, that's what we can call the fluency challenge. It's that super frustrating gap between knowing about French and actually, using it. But what if there was another way? A totally different approach that's designed to close that exact gap. Well, that's what we're going to explore right now, a new and hopefully more confident path forward. And this quote, I think, really gets to the heart of it all. It's not about just memorizing words to pass some test. The real goal here is confidence, the ability to actually use the language comfortably without freaking out. So how does it work? Well, the method basically throws out those boring textbooks and replaces them with stuff you'd actually want to check out. I mean, imagine learning verb tenses from the lyrics of a popular French song, or finally getting your head around pronouns by watching a scene from a movie you love. It's all about using pop culture, stories, and clever grammar hacks to make learning fun and, more importantly, make it stick. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. What does this method actually give you? Let's open up this learning toolkit and see what's inside. All right, so the whole path is kind of broken down into three main parts. First up, pronunciation. You get weekly lessons dedicated to nailing those tricky French sounds. Second, you get fast learning tips. Think of them as daily grammar hacks to speed up your progress. And finally, and this is huge, conversation practice. This is where you actually use what you've learned in situations that feel real, so you're not caught off guard later. And you can see how all these pieces fit together, right? The pronunciation and conversation practice, that's what helps you finally understand native speakers. The tips and hacks, they make reading French text way less of a headache. It's all designed to build up to that one massive thing we keep talking about, the confidence to actually speak. So we've seen the problem, that fluency challenge, and we've seen the solution they're offering. What happens next? Well, this isn't just about us wrapping up. It's framed as the possible start of your own journey with the language. And the call to action here is pretty simple, really. It's basically saying, stop struggling with the old ways that aren't working for you. This is an invitation to start a totally new, much more engaging journey towards fluency. And you can start today. Which leaves us with one last thing to think about. We've laid out the challenge, and we've walked through the solution offered by French with KP. So the big question really comes back to you. After seeing all this, is this the path that could finally get you to speak French with real confidence?